Hi, this is Laurel from the Crown Point Community Library, and today I'd like to bring the library into your home to show you how to do a really cool teen craft. Right now I'm going to show you how to make a zine. What's a zine, you might ask? A zine is a homemade, self-published magazine that can pretty much have any content you like. It can be made by one person or many, and any age can make them too. This one right here is one that I had made prior. It's considered a mini zine, and this is what we will be making today. Normally though, when you make your first zine, the easiest way to make a zine is just this one. This one is a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that's been folded in half and added a couple different sheets to it, and you can take a stapler and you can staple it right along the edge here, and bam, you have a zine. Easy to create, quick and simple. Oftentimes when you see zines on the shelves, you'll also find them in this size. This has a thicker front cover made with cardstock, and you'll see these a lot too. But I really do like this mini zine. It's very easy. You only need one sheet of paper, which is wonderful, and it's simple to make. So today I'm going to show you how to make one, and we only need a couple of things to make it. So if you need to assemble some items, this would be the opportunity. Let me show you what I use. I use a pair of scissors, a Sharpie, some Elmer's stick glue, and then instead of doing my own artwork on this one, because I want to make it kind of quick so I can show you, I'm going to be using some old magazines, some old books, even some really cool old CD cases that I don't really use anymore, as well as some cool old posters I've got, and some old comics. So we're going to be chopping these things up. We'll be gluing them on the inside of our magazine, or our zine, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So go ahead, gather your different items, and come back and see me, and we're going to show you how to fold the zine. Let's get our 8.5 by 11 piece of computer paper and get started folding it. So it's really simple. It's just only going to be about 3 folds. I'm going to make it as basic and as easy as we possibly can. So let's take this one edge right over here, and we're going to fold it in half and match up our edges. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be real close if you want it. If you want to make it perfect, that's okay too. And make our crease right down the middle of the piece of paper. Just like that, folded the piece in half. Now we're going to fold it in half again. So we're going to take our piece, turn it sideways, and just fold it in half again. Real simply, matching up our edges so that it's nice and straight. I'm going to make that crease there. Now we've got a real simple book shape, if you can see it. We're going to fold it one more time, right down the middle, in half again, so we can get that size of the zine that we were hoping to get. Make that crease right down the center here. Okay, so that's all the folding we're going to really need to do, new folds anyway. So here you go. So now we've made our cute little zine book. It's about the same size, right? This zine has 4 pages. This one has 2. So we're going to have to free up some pages here. So to do that, we're going to have to make one simple cut. And I promise it's simple, I promise. So this is the part you kind of want to pay attention to. This side of this little mini book that we've got going on has its open pages. You can see all 4 open pages on this side here. And we're not really going to mess with this side. We're going to leave this side be. This side, however, you can tell that there are a crease on both of these sides and a crease here at the top. We're going to cut this crease right at the top of this book so we can free this page. To do that, I'm going to open this up to the original fold that we made, just like this. And we're going to cut along this crease here. Now, I'm going to mark this crease for you to make it easy for you to see. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to. This is just for you at home. Let me make it a little easier for you to see. I'm going to mark this crease right here so that you can cut it. Now, let me clarify which side I'm actually cutting. So with your folded pieces of paper. This is your folded side. This is the creased side, and this is the open side. So what we're actually cutting is right along this line on the creased side. So we're going to take our scissors. We're going to just cut this part here. We're going to stop right where these creases intersect. So let's do that real quick. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm using scissors. If you want to use something like one of these kind of tools, you're welcome to. I use the scissors because I'm really not that safe with that. But so that's about it. I think we've cut it as far as we need to. And now it's all we need. So the next movement is to open the entire piece of paper up again. So we're just going to open it up again. Real simple. I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. You'll see it kind of opens on its own. Now, to get us the 4 pages that we actually want, we're going to have to do a little simple fold here. You already have the creases made, so it's not going to be anything complicated. All I'm going to do is fold this piece of paper in half lengthwise, right along the edge, right like that. So now I've got my 8.5 by 11 folded longwise. Now, when I hold these 2 crease edges that I did not cut right here along the top, you'll see that it kind of makes like a diamond shape right in the middle. See that? And what it actually wants to do is kind of collapse on itself, so we're just going to do that. We're going to smush it together like so and make kind of like a plus sign. See that? So now what we're going to do, the coolest part, is we're going to take this upper wing and this lower wing, and we're just going to smash them to one side. Just like that. And you can put it back down if you want and just kind of go back over your creases. It will naturally crease where it wants to crease. You shouldn't have to fight it. So there you go. So now you've got your 3 pages. You've got your first, second, and third page. And now we're going to add our final page by taking this final wing here and folding it in. Right along the edge, just like that. Put it down so you can kind of see. And just crease it, just like so. So now we have our mini zine. We've got our 4 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we can get to doing the exciting part and decorating it. So here is a version of what I've made, and the cool part about this is that you can make numerous little mini ones. Can you see them? And you can put them all together. If you wanted to have lots and lots of pages, you can bind this edge right here, or you could take a little piece of cardstock and put it right over the top, and then you have quite a large zine that you could work with. So if you have a lot of writing to put in it or a lot of artwork or poetry to put in, this would be a really cool way to get extra pages. But today we're just going to be working with the one. So let's do the fun part and get started decorating it. Assemble your cool scraps and things, and we're going to cut them out. So I've got some really fun little pieces. I don't know if you can see them that well. Some old cool papers with some fun pictures, my old CD bits, some old photography, some cool old drawings. And what I'm going to do, like I said before, is I'm just going to chop this stuff up so I can have some really cool stuff to put into my zine. You can also put words in it. So let's do that. As you can see, I've cut out some cool things from the different magazines, CD cases, and posters and whatnot that I have. I also kind of cut out some words here like vintage, kindness, and I love my record store. And I kind of started gluing them on. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your pieces and you're going to take your glue stick and just kind of put them on however you see fit. I love this one. This one was cool. It was like a zombie hand eating pizza. I named it Fancy Clancy, which is pretty funny. I've also layered color colored pictures on top of non-colored pictures, so monochromatic mixed and with the colors. And the reason I did that is so I can do something really cool. The cool thing about a zine is that you kind of want to distribute them, so you can either make a bunch of copies and give them away for free, you can make a bunch of copies and give them to your family, or you can just make some copies and trade them with other people who make zines, which is a lot of fun because the more you trade, the more you kind of get your name out there, your artwork out there, and you also get to see what other people are doing. Zines are cool because you get to see other people's work, you get to see their creativity, and kind of get some more ideas for your art. This is a really simple and basic way of doing a zine, a magazine, but there are lots and lots of different ways, and the more you share, the more you learn. So this is one of the original ones that I made. It's one of my favorites. And so what I'm going to show you is, because this one's my favorite, this is the one I'd probably copy. I'm going to come in here with my own artwork and embellish in these areas here and maybe up here a little bit. I've also left some open spaces here so I can doodle in here, maybe even write my own poetry in here. I do keep journals full of artwork, and so you can chop up your journal if you like and glue it in here, or you can make a copy and put it in here and paste it if you want. You can also put real cool pictures you've taken, photography, and doodle on your photography if you want. Anyway, when you're making a copy, you open this thing all the way up into that 8x11 sheet, and you're going to put it down on your scanner or your copy machine, scan it like this, make a bunch of copies, and then just cut it and refold it like I showed you before. And then you'll be able to make numerous amounts and do with them as you want. I hope you had a lot of fun. Those are my zines. And if you make a real cool zine, I'd love to see your work. You can share it with us on our Facebook Messenger for Crown Point Library. And if you're looking for more additional resources, you can visit us at our website, www.crownpointlibrary.org. Thanks for watching today, and see ya.